We participated in youth exchange program conducted by our school.
Our school provides us an excellent platform for growth, whether it is extracurriculars, whether it is academics or international experiences like this one.
The best part of the day was food. It was Virundombal, if we say it in our Tamil culture.
I was so excited, and guess what? It exceeded all my expectations.
There we get to learn about technology and how science around us work. It was really fascinating to see how science is connected to everything around us.
Learnings are not only just from book, it is also about the society.
It was very amazing to know how the government works there.
Culture of Malaysia is so diverse and integrated that they respect even the Chinese tradition.
We got to learn about the diplomacy and governance of Singapore.
It wasn't all about fun. It was a deep dive into learning.
And it was like stepping into the future.
So which empowered us as a youth of tomorrow.
Hi everyone, I am Rajakamlashni of grade 11 from Ology Tech School. Day 1, we went to ASEAN Expo where we got to know about the universities and scholarship opportunities over there, and it was very grateful. It is very useful for us to learn. When it comes to sightseeing, in the evening we went to Twin Tower, which is 452 meters, and it is one of the largest building in the world. After that, we went to water show at KLCC Park, and it was very relaxing after the tireful day.
Day 2 of our Malaysia-Singapore Youth Exchange Program. So firstly, we went to the Batu Caves, which is a cave and a temple. So there we climbed about 300 steps and we witnessed this huge statue, which is one of the biggest statues I've ever seen. And I really learned a lot about the Malaysian culture. And after that, we went to the National Science Center, which is basically a science exhibit. And there we get to learn about technology and how science around us work. It was really fascinating to see how science is connected to everything around us. And then later on, we went to the Royal Selangor Center. There we learned how pewter is made, the craftsmanship and all the traditional skills over there. I understood the importance of preservation of our culture and more importantly, Malaysian culture. And then later on, we visited the Bank Negara Malaysia Museum, which basically shows how the banking system in Malaysia works, the history of the system, and it was a very interactive museum and it was not at all boring. There I learned how technology is slowly changing banking around us. I learned about fintech. And then later on, to end the day, we went to a place called Independence Square, which is basically where Malaysia had gained their independence. So it was a very powerful feeling to be in a place where the country had gained their independence, and I felt really enlightened.
I'm here to talk about day 3. And we started from Kuala Lumpur to Johor Bahru. The first destination at Johor Bahru was Labis Tamil School. I really liked the environment. It gave me a homely vibe. We had a warm greetings by the students of Labis Tamil School.
Johor Bahru in the Labis பட்டணத்தில் கம்பீரமற்ற வீச்சிருக்கும் தேசிய வகை லாபிஸ் தமிழ் பள்ளிக்கு இந்திய மலேசிய இளைஞர் கல்வி பரிமாற்ற மற்றும் உங்களை வைத்து
After that, we went into the assembly hall, also called as Mandabam. There, the principal of the school, he gave us an entire brochure of how the school functions, how the grade systems work. After that, we saw a traditional Malaysian dance by the students of the Labis Tamil Palli. It was such a good experience overall in Labis Tamil School. After that, we went to Arulmigu Sri Raja Kaliamman Glass Temple, one of the first ever glass temples built in the world. It was very bright, colorful and vivid inside. We got to take a few good pictures in there. And then we had a dialogue session with 3 main people of Johor Bahru. It was really an insightful and informative session. We learnt about leadership, entrepreneurship. These are some of the facts which I am interested in because you need these skills in the future in order to survive in this earth.
In day 4, we started at Maktab Sultan Abu Bakar, which is an historic English college. There, we learnt about the tradition, culture, and education system of the students there. And it was quite amusing to find how the students adapted to the new techniques very easily and were always enthusiastic about learning new things. Later on, we had dinner with the minister, and we learned quite a lot of new things, such as youth empowerment, policy making done by the government, and also how government supports the youth and the young people by coming up with new policies and everything. It was very amusing to know how the government works there. At the end of the day, we went to the Johor football stadium. It was very obvious how the stadium played quite an important role to the people and the community there.
Day 5 was another lovely day of learning, and we started the day by going to the Central Library of Johor. Visiting the library made me realize that it wasn't just a library but a hub of learning.
And we saw various books of different genres, especially books based on digital literacy and digital documentation. And later, we went to the Chinese temple of Johor Bahru, where we got the opportunity to see the Chinese culture and how they follow. So we had a cultural exchange over there. And after that, we had a conference with youth parliamentarians who shared their ideas about youth empowerment, leadership, and literacy.
And being a part of this youth exchange program has really proved the saying that we don't only learn from textbooks, but we also face the outer world with confidence.
And thank you, Ology, for providing me this wonderful opportunity to have this youth exchange program.
I would like to thank TVIS, and I would like to thank our teachers who supported us in this educational trip. And I would really like to thank my school and the Audacious Dream Foundation for giving us such an incredible opportunity to be in such an educational trip.
I would like to thank Velamal Ology Tech School for providing me this wonderful opportunity.
At the end, I would like to thank my school management for taking me and my fellow mates to such an informative trip, and it was just wonderful to gain all the experience and the knowledge, and I would like to thank each and every one of them. Thank you.